Testing, testing. Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome back, finally, to Scum. It is Wednesday, the 10th of February 2021, and it has been a couple of days since I streamed anything. Not only Scum, but tonight I am back. We have a new update, and I will check the performance of my game client, Twitch Studio, and streaming at the same time. Hopefully it will work out. At least we have game capture in the entrance menu here, and we will join the game. So this video will be a short one, or at least the very beginning of it, say 10, 15, 20 minutes, will be an introduction to our new base. And after that we'll see what happens, restart of the stream, or maybe we'll just have a separate section in the same video. So, here in the game, and with the new update, I notice a discernible difference of when you enter the game. It's a lot better than it used to be. I did not notice so much because when I stream, my hard is much more hard pressed. But we noticed now during when not streaming, everyone has a lot of load up issues. So this last patch is not as well optimized. But ooh, that thunder! But when you start running the game, it runs just fine. So we have the barn, the base, the heart, and as you can see we have a lot of different wardrobes around here, and they're named after what they're containing. And in front I usually realize it's good to place a chest where you can just deposit stuff when you come back from a raid, and then you can sort it up later instead of just throw it into the wardrobe or having to re-sort it. So these are the same, like the weapon chest and the weapon locker. I'll just put anything new in the weapon chest, and then I'll sort it into the weapons. And some of these have locks, but not a lot of them. So this is the heart and the central of it's also a one car garage. We realized that parking another car under the ladder here makes it hard to move around, annoying to get that second car out, and maybe you want to build something else here, like we have a double bed back here. So we're just gonna go with one car here, and obviously this is the exit for the car, and I managed to get 3 golden locks and 1 sapper on it, because this is the main gate that needs to be defended. Exiting the gate, well, we have a second floor, which really contains nothing. I was planning to have some stuff up here, like beds, maybe a wardrobe, but no, you can only have chests, and obviously chests are not as safe as a wardrobe, because it can be carried away, even if it's locked. So, I'm just gonna leave this area clear. You can't build anything, you can just put chests up here. But, it has turned out that it is a fairly good kind of fighting compartment. We had a car drive by another day, and you know, you can sit up here and kind of sneak out and scout and maybe not snipe out on enemies, but it's very well hidden by vegetation and poles and fences. So I think actually this is a good place to look around for players, if in case a base would get attacked when it's online. I don't think that ever happens in Scum though. Offline base raiding is obviously the way to go, unfortunately. So we have our 2 beds here, and nothing else to say about this here. Right, so we open up here the back door, and if I had built this door before the latest patch, I would have built a single door. But now it's a double door, because when I built this there were no single doors. So here I'm planning to build a workbench, and I have some platforms where you can get up on this bench here, so that you can fight or scout out on the outside. It takes a little bit of maneuvering to actually get up on the bench, but when the platform is too high, it's very cheap to build a bench, and with a little bit of maneuvering you can actually get up on top. What you do is you aim on the very ledge with the hand, and then you press jump and you'll get up. So as you can see here, I can kind of overwatch this area of the base here. This is the exit out of the base, and this is the entrance to the lumberyard, should we call it, or the maze. But yeah, let's do this. We'll exit, and this is the secondary wall. And I have a gate in here for like so you can get in and repair and place mines or whatever in this primary wall and the secondary wall. So I've placed a little door here, and we don't have any locks here, so these are just open. So this is the main courtyard of the base. It serves no purpose really. It has a well where you can drink water, obviously. It has access to the house, the cabin, which is actually more of a, I don't know, wine drinking facility. It has 2 barrels. Is it a small barn or sheep barn, or is it a cab? It's not a cabin per se. Let's call it the small house or something. I have the main tower of the base, which is here, which is upgraded to metal, so it's a very heavy fortification. And oh, you can't climb up because of this wall. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll have to do something about that. Luckily this door is only wood, so it's not that expensive to build it again. I haven't tried climbing up in the tower, but we're not going to be able to do that because I'm not a very good base builder. But there you go. But once these are the single doors, and you could lock in this tower and prevent access. My plan for this tower is, apart from looking around the vista, the area here, it also will provide access by, I don't have a roof on the tower, so that you can jump out from the tower and jump out into this area on top of another tower or something, a structure or a cabin or something. Like maybe I will block off this area here, this entire area, and use it as an enclosed area where the only entrance is from jumping off this tower. Although I have not built those walls yet, as you can see here. Here's another of those little leading to nowhere, just secondary, first primary wall compartments. And we will now go to the latest tower, which this is kind of a work in progress. This will have walls around it and a door maybe, or maybe just walls so you can't access it from here at all. This will just be a tower, we'll see. But what it allows me to do is to get up on the tall barn here. And obviously anyone that gets in here, like people, anyone right now can get in here, and that means they can get down into the backyard, the lumber yard, the maze, the garage, the workstation. It allows access. You'll take some fall damage, but that's no main issue. So this is not the way it's supposed to be at the end. But I'm thinking of placing another tower here and make this open with a door, so you climb up and get on the roof here, and then you go here, and this tower has walls all around it, so you can't access it from inside this courtyard. And you jump on top of the tower like this, and then from here you jump somehow, I haven't decided yet, onto the roof of the cabin, because when I put up a wall here on the outside, no one will be able to access the cabin unless there's a way to jump on top of it. Okay, I have been thinking about this, and what I think I might do is experiment a bit with all the materials I saved up for sandbag base blocks, and maybe build a tower of sandbag base blocks here. If I build it a couple of levels up, maybe I can jump from this tower on the sand blocks and then get access to the cabin, or have a gate and enclose it and have like a bridge. So that would be like base blocks all the way up and on top of a gate. I don't know if that's possible to build like that. I don't think you can build on top of a gate. Maybe nothing at all. So maybe just wall off this entire area then with sandbags, blocks, base blocks, and then walk across to the roof. So that means to get inside the cabin, the entrance is here, you have to get into the maze, get into the tower, climb up here, get on, and then jump on top of there. And then there would be like no real way out. Well, I guess you can just jump out from the sledge here down in the courtyard. But it will be kind of a... I think most people raiding the base, they will come in here and they will expect to get into the cabin from here, where in actuality the entrance is right here, and this will be heavily protected by mines and gates and upgraded locks, whereas this area will not be very heavily fortified or protected. It doesn't contain anything except a well tower, so if I make it very hard to get into the cabin from the courtyard here, there's really no other way than jumping over the base blocks here. I wish there was like a bridge you could build or something. If you know anything and you watched this recently or close to its release, let me know how you would build the way to get on the top roof of the so for now we're not keeping anything valuable in here, but if I do all this fancy maneuvering, then we might actually be able to start storing some valuable stuff in this. Obviously I need more locks, and I don't have many locks right now. And on the other side you can see the outer garage where we keep a tractor. Not a vital area. It has a barbed wire fence. If someone breaks in here, it's just a primary wall, and then it's a secondary wall, and there you're inside the maze. And then you have no less than 1, 2, and then 3 trees that are inside their walls, which means you can harvest some wood, some lumber, without getting shot from a sniper camping the base. And also I have 2 trees right outside here, which makes kind of easy access. But even under a siege, even if there are a lot of mines being placed and we're being griefed, we will have access to lumber inside the base. That is something I learned from our last base, that we had to exit it. We only had one exit, and it was mined, and we were griefed, and it was very painful to go get in and out. So we have the small... What's this? Southern? No, it's the western exit. It's a small entrance to the maze, and then there's a secondary gate, and for now there's a third gate here. I might just wall off somewhere here and have an entrance like this being a fake entrance, or just an exit, barbed wire maybe, so you can jump out and not get in. I don't know. I don't want to use this. This is just if we start finding a lot of mines, or if someone is sniping us from far away on this open area, I like to have one exit or entrance in all directions. It's a nifty way to get inside. if you're carrying a lot of loot, you sneak through the forest and you sneak in at night. Maybe with barbed wire fences around, you just build a what's it called again? Bench, and you jump off the bench, and the next time you're outside, you destroy the bench. A little bit elaborate, but it would make it. You could seal off this almost entirely, almost, but still being able to get in if you really want to or really need to. Obviously, one vulnerable spot is this main gate that leads into the garage. It's just one door, then two doors. So I need more gold locks to put here, because I think this might be the way, excuse me, the way people will start attacking this base. They will lockpick this, and then they will lockpick this. So I need mines and traps and locks to protect this. As it's 1.0, it's far from done. That's why I don't know if I should keep this extra gate here into this, or just block it off with a wall here. Let me know in the comments what you think. For now, this could be a garage. You drive in here, and this could be a separate garage down here, and just a wall here, something like that. What I was thinking was that you could drive in here with a car, drive here, open this, and drive inside the courtyard. But with the new turret, that doesn't seem like such a great idea. Maybe it's better to have this as a separate wall-off garage in here for the future when we have more cars. And it would make it easier to just block off the entrance to the barn through the garage entrance with one gate, two gates. And then in the future, I would like to make a gate here and another gate here, and just have a passage where cars could pass through, and then have a little enclosed area here with a simple wooden fence where you could stop and trade. Maybe have simple locks where you could ask people in chat to socially interact with us, and say that if you come to our base, you can drive in here, we won't mine it, stop there, we will see you from the roof of the barn, we can talk to each other, and we can come out and we can make trades. It's a friendly area, but please stay away from the rest of our base. That will be mined, that we will shoot if you are on one of the other areas of the base, but as long as you are in the northern car entrance, you know, it's a peaceful area. It's kind of a green circle. Role-playing wise, I think that will be. I am not naive. At least I don't think I am that naive. I think it will be incredibly difficult to do this, but it's a cool idea. So let me have my dreams. Don't rain on my parade yet. It probably never will happen. Okay, that tractor has moved a little bit. I was afraid if you have the just a little incline slope, cars will slide slowly and then grind against the wall until they're dead or the wheels are gone. But it seems to be staying put there for now. So that is the base, basically. Obviously, this area down here is a fighting compartment with platforms, and it's a key area. I want a lot of locks on these doors. I was thinking of sealing this off, but then I wouldn't have the emergency exit on the backside, which is kind of a cool idea. It just takes a multitude of locks. And what you can see here is the entrance and what's it called, blind corridor snaking around here, which has barbed wire fences around. It contains nothing, but you could run in there and you could hide and bury a chest down here. Now when I come to think of it, maybe that's better than burying chests outside the base, actually, to use these blind corridors and just bury chests there instead of in the bushes around in the countryside. Yeah, okay. So I'm giving myself some inspiration here. I think still you could park one car down here, even if I finish that workbench with my other character. I'm not sure you could park a car here now. It was originally built as a garage, but with all these fighting platforms, maybe you cannot drive a car in there. So maybe we'll take them down. They're quite cheap to build. I just wanted to experiment with it. But one car, two cars, 3 cars, 4, 5 with the tractor. I mean, we have a lot of potential car parking places, more than we will need. It's more a question of how many locks are we willing to spend on a garage. I was thinking of having a garage here, but then I realized there will be so many dead ends. And I have been thinking, what is the main area of defense? It is this barn I'm standing on. Obviously, we have all our sorting areas, but I'm keeping clothes, food, building materials. I guess we're keeping most of our weapons, but remember we lost almost all of our weapons in the old base up to the east. So we don't have that many weapons to lose. And then I realized that when you have a couple of weapons, you should maybe bury them in a chest outside the base. So if you're killed and there's PvP around your base, you just go there, you make a shovel, or you find a shovel buried in a chest somewhere, and you have a full set of weapons and armor, and it's outside the base. So if the base gets raided, which it will eventually, every base can and will be raided. That's something to keep in mind. That's something I learned from my last base building experience. So I am taking the risk that losing all my crafting materials, all my bombs, all my clothes, all my food, all my, I guess, lockpicks, for the convenience of having this wonderful barn with 10 or so wardrobes where I can just sort stuff out along with my squad mates. To me, it's worth it. Living as a nomad in bare chest out in the countryside drives me nuts since I'm a loot rat. Now I can have millions of stuff and I can sort it, and a happy day people get in here. They will have wasted a lot of efforts, and yeah, we'll continue to fortify this space. It will get harder and harder, and I will not lose everything because I'm not keeping everything inside this barn. As we did, we only had one cabin in the old base, and we kept everything in there. And when they managed to raid it, or actually when we lost the base, so please tell me in the comments if you're new to this series, to my streams, where do you think we keep our base flag? I would like to know if it's possible to guess where the base flag is stationed. Where would you guess the flag is? I intend to build a few blind areas, like maybe a square with just walls here, so it looks like the flag must be in there, or you know, I don't know, maybe wall off a section here, and so people when they go into the base, I want them to not know exactly where the flag is. I would like it to be hidden as well as possible. I don't know if I have succeeded. Okay, for my last plan is, I will show you, I talked about this in an earlier stream, but I will repeat myself. Oh, you can't. Oh yeah. Okay, let's jump over to here. Can I build? Oh, is it too far? I guess I have to go out. This is more for role-playing reasons than any efficiency. It's just gonna be a lot of maintenance, and it's a really stupid thing to do. But here I want to build a super tower, and the super tower might be 4 different towers in a square formation here. So one tower facing in each direction, with a base block in the middle between them, so that they are covered from every direction, and you can just walk around and jump around on the base block in the middle, and you can shoot out and fire from every direction. And it's kind of, it will have 2 floors. It will be like a super it will be a super tower. Don't think I can build it on top of a platform. And then I might just wall off here and then have this separate, and it would be lovely if the only entrance to the super tower would be by jumping from inside the base out to it and back and forth, so that even if you knock down an outer wall, you will be here and there's no way to get up on the tower, because the stairs, no, the ladders are covered by a base block pyramid. No, not a pyramid, a base block. What would be a column, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 base blocks would make it so that I don't think you can climb up to it. Well, you know, no. Anyway, and then maybe even encircle it with some what's it called again? Base blocks. If I don't build the base block bridge I was talking about earlier from the barn to the house, I might build a lot of base blocks around these towers, all the way up to the top level, so that not only do you have to shoot through the tower walls, which in metal I think is very hard in a firefight, also they will be covered up to breast height with base blocks. Obviously, that would be, I don't know, 6, 7 times 4 sides or something. So that is 20, let's say 25 base blocks, something like that. And then maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 levels high. 25 times 5, 125 base blocks. That's 1250 rags and a lot of sandbags. That will give me something to do in the evenings the coming weeks with COVID isolation. Good, right? It will never be used for combat, but it will look freaking awesome. And all I do is, once these trees respawn, I'll grab them and I shove the wood inside the towers, and it will slowly evolve. My wheelbarrow got destroyed by a gate here. Call it a bug, call it a glitch, call it I don't know, but it's gone. I don't have it any longer. It just was destroyed by mistake. So unfortunately I can't go and grab a lot of lumber from far off trees. But you know, this can slowly evolve during the days and weeks to come, just by grabbing this lumber here and put it into the tower structures here. So that was just to show you my future plans. But except for that, the base is... the extension of the base is done. I'm not going to expand it. Well, the trading courtyard and the super tower. But I won't... I mean, it is large as it is. It's very big already. But it has a first and a secondary wall all around it. It has four entrances from all directions. It has plenty of garages. It has let's check the map. Where do you think I am on the map? I am, for now, right in the middle of the map. Wherever I want to go with a car... Oh, did that airdrop just drop now? I missed the text. Can you see that in chat? You cannot. So, centrally located makes it easier to go to airdrops wherever they are on the map. If you're gonna go on expeditions, there's a castle up there that has plenty of metal. Where do you think I got all the metal to upgrade these walls? It would be crazy to do that without a lot of metal, because there's like 13, 14 cars up there. There are a village and a town. Nothing major here. You have to go fairly far, like half a sector, to get to a mech base, which would be the railway station, the airport. This is a town. Here's the, what's it called again, boot camp. So it's a little bit off, and it is not hidden. It is in the open. That's a disadvantage. It's also along a road, so people will find it. I already had one guy run past here. I had a car drive by and kind of looking at the base. But that was when the base was not 1.0, and now you cannot just walk into it and loot it. There are some locks in place. It looks kind of intimidating. We are still playing quite a lot in the evenings and on prime time, and there will be more mines, there will be more locks, there will be upgrades, there will be reinforcements. So that is quite a substantial half an hour update of the base, and I will restart the stream so that we make a part 2 tonight that is entirely separate from this base presentation period. I will conclude by saying that I've had a lot of fun building this base. Actually, I love base building, and even though it has been quite a lot of grind, I think I must have run up and down to the castle. It takes about 10 minutes to run up to the castle, grind 50 or so metal, and run back. I must have done that 20 times. It could be 25 times. I've had to chop down these 3 trees, these 2 trees, and look, I don't know how many times. It's been a lot, but remember, my engineer is advanced engineering, so I get a 30% discount, and I've been logging her on and off and doing some lock grinding with this character, so I mixed it up, and then in the evenings I've gone raiding and doing some funky stuff with my friend. So during COVID isolation, it has given me something to do. it hasn't been terribly boring and horrible. I've enjoyed 90, maybe even 95% of this base building. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this experience watching it as much as I have done building the base. See you in the next one in a couple of minutes. Bye for now.